7 life-changing lessons from Stoicism. Overcome hardships and find inner peace. Introduction: facing adversity and persevering. Have you ever faced a situation that brought you to your knees or saved you from falling? Do you ever feel so challenged that giving up seems like the only sensible course of action? So today's video is for you. We're sharing 7 timeless Stoic lessons that will give you the courage to keep going, no matter how hard things get. Before starting, I will be very grateful if you like the video. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I also recommend you to subscribe and press the bell icon so that do not shorten any of your videos. Lesson number 1, accept your destiny and embrace the struggle. Accept your destiny. Embrace every moment, even if it's a struggle, and realize that your existence is rare and beautiful. Many of us spend our lives clinging to a notion of how things should be. We control or desire the factors in our lives, but the harsh reality is that many things are beyond our control. So what does this mean in practice? This means that we should not fight life's challenges or setbacks, but rather accept them as an important part of our journey and focus on the only thing we have control over: our response. Instead of trying to defeat challenges, we should see them as opportunities to strengthen our energies. Struggle makes us stronger, smarter, and more aware of our lives. So accept your destiny and stick with the journey, no matter how difficult it may be. Remember, reaction is the only thing we can control, and it is in that reaction that lies the essence of strength and endurance. Lesson number 2, the power of silence and Stoic philosophy. Don't complain. As Marcus Aurelius once said, everything that happens is either bearable or not. If it is bearable, then bear it. Stop complaining. Instead of focusing on the problem and blaming external circumstances, Stoic philosophers advise us to shift our focus to what we can do about it. They ask us what we can learn from it and how we can get out of it. This mindset can dramatically change our lives, moving us from passive sufferers to active problem solvers. Stoic philosophers strongly believed in the importance of silent endurance. Lesson 3, it's not the end of the world. The odds may seem so great that they overshadow any glimmer of hope and opportunity on the horizon, but understanding that even though life is sometimes difficult, it's not the end of the world gives us a more balanced approach to problems, can help to solve. Days, losses, and disappointments are just part of the larger, more complex, and more precious fabric that is life. Lesson 4, active persistence and avoidance of procrastination. Don't just sit back and suffer, fight it. Seneca clearly reminds us that procrastination is the greatest waste of life. It takes away each coming day and denies us the present by promising the future. Live immediately. Perseverance is not about passive endurance. Stoic philosophy breaks the common misconception that enduring suffering is like simply waiting for the storm to pass. Instead, it encourages us to harness our inner strength to actively confront our suffering. When we fall into the trap of procrastination, we allow our problems to take full control by postponing necessary actions. We are unwittingly increasing our anxiety and surrendering to hardships. Instead, Stoic philosophers advocate actively working toward an end to our suffering. It is important to remember that persistence is active. It is a combination of courage and problem solving. We persevere not through inaction, but through deliberate, thoughtful, and even impulsive responses to difficult situations. Key points. Procrastination is not only a waste of time, it also deprives us of the present. Perseverance is not about passively enduring, but actively dealing with your problems. Procrastination can exacerbate problems and force us to surrender to adversity. Stoic philosophy encourages us to actively work towards ending our suffering. Perseverance is a combination of courage and problem solving, achieved not through inaction but through deliberate actions. Lesson 5, expect the best from yourself. A key aspect of Stoic philosophy and perseverance is to keep our needs and expectations within ourselves, not to impose them on others. As Epictetus said, be content to be thought a fool or a fool if you wish to prosper. Perseverance is not just about enduring suffering. It is also about having a clear vision of what you want from your life and moving towards it. However, expecting better for yourself doesn't just mean setting your career or personal goals high. It also means raising your expectations of yourself and the way you treat others. Don't allow yourself to be underestimated or belittled. Set your own boundaries and treat others with respect and firmness. Most importantly, expect the best from yourself. Don't be satisfied with your ideas, your actions, your reactions, your health, and your life decisions. Constantly strive to improve them. When you expect better of yourself, you open your life to new possibilities, growth, and happiness. So be strong, stand up for yourself, and always strive to be better. Lesson #6. Stop tormenting yourself with negative feelings. True to the principles of Stoic philosophy, this philosophy places great emphasis on the power of our perceptions and interpretations. As Epictetus put it simply, we suffer not from the events of our lives, but from our judgments about them. One of the primary ways we torture ourselves is by taking our problems personally, blaming ourselves excessively for things beyond our control, and denying the facts about our worth and worth. Change negative stories. Numerous studies have shown that the way we talk to ourselves has a significant impact on our mental health. Negative self-talk can lead to a self-inflicted predicament where we undermine our sense of ability and potential, ultimately leading to underperformance and increased likelihood of failure. So stop torturing yourself with negative interpretations, low self-esteem, and harsh criticism. You are human, and you are allowed to make mistakes. You are allowed to fail, and so are you allowed to pick yourself up, learn from your failures, and move on. Key points. We don't let our feelings control us, but our interpretations and reactions influence them. Negative self-talk can lead to a self-fulfilling prophecy, so talk to yourself in a positive and encouraging way. Lesson #7. Use your resources. Sometimes we foolishly ignore the tools in our own toolbox while looking at the resources of others. We have resources like flexibility, critical thinking, experience, patience, and much more. Each of us has unique skills, knowledge, experiences, and relationships that we can call upon when times are tough. The key is to recognize these resources, nurture them, and know when and how to use them. And while internal resources are key to resilience, don't forget the power of external resources. Whether it's seeking advice or support from others, or taking advantage of technology and tools, use all the resources you have. So ask yourself today, what resources do I have that I have overlooked or forgotten? Share your thoughts. Now we want to hear from you. Which of the 7 Stoic lessons resonated with you? If you found this video useful, then share it in the comments below. And if you share it with someone who can benefit from it, then like and share it. If you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Keep the spirit of persistence alive, and until next time, stay stoic. The events that happen to us do not tell us anything about us, because it depends on our interpretation of those events, how they make us feel. Instead of trying to avoid mistakes, learn from them and move on. Lesson #7. Use your resources. Sometimes we foolishly ignore the tools in our own toolbox while looking at the resources of others. We have resources like flexibility, critical thinking, experience, patience, and much more. Each of us has unique skills, knowledge, experiences, and relationships that we can call upon when times are tough. The key is to recognize these resources, nurture them, and know when and how to use them. And while internal resources are key to resilience, don't forget the power of external resources. Whether it's seeking advice or support from others, or taking advantage of technology and tools, use all the resources you have. So ask yourself today, what resources do I have that I have overlooked or forgotten? Share your thoughts. Now we want to hear from you. Which of the 7 Stoic lessons resonated with you? If you found this video useful, then share it in the comments below. And if you share it with someone who can benefit from it, then like and share it. If you are not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Keep the spirit of persistence alive, and until next time, stay stoic.